What do I do that inspires you to want to make a difference?
So hi guys, this is my mom Preeti. So weird saying her name, and everyone knows that she's an amazing cook, but nobody knows that she's a dancer as crazy as me. Like we can dance for 4 hours straight without getting tired, and also that she's an amazing artist.
Hi friends, this is Garvita, my cute little baby daughter. Still I find her like a baby only, and never knew that she'll get into all these change making things and all, and I'm really happy for her.
Okay, so how is the world I am growing up in different than the world you grew up in, and what does that look like day to day in our home?
Everyone is busy. We are eating all frozen food. We used to always eat fresh food. All the meals were cooked fresh, and nowadays it's not like that. So running a household was much simpler and easier those days. Since now we have city life, we are running around, so everything has to be stored and put in the freezers and all. So that was not there, and that's where I think it made a lot of difference. We had healthier atmosphere, healthier food when we were growing up.
Yeah.
What do I do that inspires you to want to make a difference?
What you do that inspires me to want to make a difference is just like try every day to do like these small things that can help any person or just the environment at home. So something as simple as, you're trying to make sure that we get more organic food, or trying to make sure that we finish our food at home, that we don't waste it, we don't waste water, trying to reuse things. So that's kind of like what makes me think about how you can take this to a larger scale.
What advice do you have to the parents to help their kids be change makers?
I feel like you should be answering this because you've raised changemakers. But I think the advice to parents is that maybe in the beginning you might not understand what your kids are trying to do, but don't stop them from doing it. So if I remember what you guys did was, in the beginning you were a little confused about what I was doing, but one very key thing that you did differently from everyone else was that you never told me to stop doing it. And then of course later, once you understood the value and the importance, and of course my enthusiasm towards it as well, the support came in a much larger way. So I think once you see that, don't stop your kids from trying something new or different and trying to do something positive to help the world. How did you know when to step in and model verse and when to step back and enable?
There were times when you were getting rejection, when people were saying, "Oh, such a small child. What is she going to do? What will be a..." So when I felt that people are not understanding what you're trying to say, that time I really wanted to. That's when I stepped in and I supported you, and I accompanied you to the places where people were treating you like a kid, not understanding. And where I pull back is when I know that you're going right, and I don't need to tell you, like, when I know that you're right, why should I pull you back?
Yeah.
So that's where I don't poke my nose.
Correct.
That's why I feel that just go ahead, baby.
Correct.
Yes. When was the first moment you realized you were a change maker?
Okay, so this is like, I think there have been a lot of things ever since I was young that I kept thinking that I tried to, break the norms or try to do something differently, because I feel like I've always been a rebel. But something that I remember was when we used to stay in RBR, which is like in our independent house, and there's a huge colony to like go out and cycle. And I used to cycle every evening. And then one day I saw like these wrappers lying on the road, and I decided to collect them and put them in my basket and then bring them back home and throw them in the bin. So I think that was the day that I felt like I was a change maker. This is like the perfect last question. How are you a change maker?
As you said, you collected wrappers, and first time you felt you were a change maker. So in India we have this problem, people spit on the road and they will throw garbage on the road, and it always used to trouble me as a child also. It always used to trouble me. Small things like people leaving lot of food in their plates, people wasting water, that used to disturb me. I always keep trying, telling people in my limits that, don't do this, don't do that.
Even the dowry thing.
Even, this dowry system in India disturbs me. I don't accept gifts because I don't like, that system of dowry. And there are many things around me which I don't like, and I try to tell people, I try to convey them in my softer way, because I'm not a very loud person. So I want to convey to people that whether it is garbage or wastage or this dowry system or all these things should not be there.
Basically,
So
you are affected by issues.
yeah.
So and then you also act upon them in your environment.
Yes,
So I think that's the
How much
important.
ever I can do in my capacity, I do.
So that is also I think that's also something that I learned, that you don't have to do something huge. Even small things can make a difference.